Welcome to the Good Life Coach podcast. I am your host, Michele Lamoureux. The intention of this show is to awaken you to your fullest potential. Join me each week for inspiring interviews to elevate an area of your life, as well as interviews with women entrepreneurs who are creating success on their own terms. Each episode provides actionable tips to guide you to design a life you love. Hey friends, welcome back to the show. So happy you are joining me today. And I am happy to call you friends. I am realizing we are going on 3 years and I'm really getting to know many of you within the community because you are kind enough to reach out, to give feedback about the show, to ask for potential guests that you'd like to see. Many of you joined my Instagram Live last week. We are doing another one today, Wednesday, September 15th at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are free and happen to catch this podcast, jump on over to Instagram and find me at Michele with one L _ Lamoureux. That's LAMOUREUX. Michele _ Lamoureux, and join the conversation. You can ask questions and get more information real time. And what I'll be discussing with today's guest, Julia Hayes, who's a holistic health coach, is how to boost your immune system while also getting great skin. And immunity right now is so key, especially heading into the fall and winter. Now, Julia is a holistic health coach. I was actually a guest on her podcast and had a great time and just really enjoy connecting with her. And I think you'll learn a lot. Now, for those of you who are on my newsletter list, you would have gotten an invitation via email. And if you'd like to be a part of these gatherings that I'm going to be doing more of on Instagram and actually on LinkedIn, then definitely sign up for the newsletter list over at thegoodlifecoach.com. You can sign up on any page, and I'd love to have you be a part of the community. And speaking of community, I'm just trying to figure out more ways to get people connected because I think that what we all need more of is an opportunity to connect with like-minded souls who are committed to their own personal growth and want to feel empowered and also just, like I said, connected with others. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. Our Instagram Live last week was a blast. The people who tuned in had a great time. The beauty of Instagram too, though, is you can watch the replays. Just like with a podcast, you don't have to listen to it the day that it comes out. But it is fun if you can attend in person because you can have an opportunity to ask your questions, which you can't when listening to a podcast. So I'm trying to think of new ways to get us connected. If you have ideas, definitely reach out. I also want to give a shout out to a few members of the community who have been so gracious and kind in connecting with me and letting me know what they want to hear more of, just being appreciative of the show and how it's benefited them in their lives. You guys are the reasons. Honestly, that kind of feedback is so huge for a podcaster because, you know, talking into a microphone and into your ear, and it's hard to know what's resonating and what's not. So just want to mention Kathy, who's overseas, Susan, who showed up for the live and is always so kind about connecting with me and even connected me with a guest. I want to thank Kelly and Val and Renee. I know I'm forgetting someone. Oh, Geraldine, who I connected with today. Such a pleasure. Thank you to all of you. And sorry if I'm forgetting some of you. This is just who's connected within the last week. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. And it also ties in with what I want to talk about today, which is just to invite you to practice kindness. I really want to challenge everyone with kind of a kindness challenge. I just feel like right now the world is feeling overwhelming and uncertain, and there's such division. And as somebody who very much feels energetically all of what's happening on such a deep level within my body, mind, and spirit, I know that there's more we can do to unite versus to create more division. And your opinions are your opinions. Your beliefs are your beliefs. I honor and respect you as you are. And I think that's why being comfortable within your own skin and knowing what you believe can also offer you the ability to open and bring love and kindness to other people. Hearing that so many families and friends are divided over so many issues right now, I feel like there's a better way. I just do. Yeah, if somebody's not talking to their parent or their brother or sister over beliefs, maybe there's a way to have those beliefs and extend the love, right? This is just an invitation to open to kindness and to just be aware of maybe where fear or the beliefs or whatever are holding you back from maintaining the kind of relationship that you once had with those people that you love. Again, a lot of people sharing stories with me, and so I'm just bringing it to light so that when we bring something to light, we can heal it. I believe we can heal that. And so it's just an invitation, and also an invitation to be kind to strangers. I shared with my newsletter list how the other day I had been driving to Target and I was at a stop sign and it was not my turn to go, but I was kind of spaced out for a moment. And I think my East Coast tendencies, being from Boston, kicked in, and I went when it wasn't my turn. It was not intentional. And the second I realized I did it, I was so apologetic. I kind of waved to the guy and touched my head like, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. That was clearly like totally my fault. And probably an East Coast driver on the other end would have beeped the horn or yelled at me or something. But as I drove by, I was pleasantly surprised to see the guy smile and blow me a kiss. In other words, I forgive you, no big deal. And it was just an act of kindness, a random act of kindness. I heard Stacey Madison talk about how when she goes through the toll booth, she loves to pay for the person behind her. Love that. That's such a nice surprise. I was at Target the other day and I had a ton of stuff in my cart, which I never have that much stuff, but I just wanted to stock up on a few things. And there was a big line in front of me and I was in a rush. And I heard the woman come up behind me go, because she could tell it was going to be a long wait. And she probably saw my cart too, on top of all the other people in front of me. And my initial reaction was like, well, yeah, well, I know I got a lot of stuff, but what can I do? And then I softened and I turned around and I saw an older woman with like 3 things. And I looked at her and I said, would you like to go ahead of me? I have a lot of things I know, and you just have 3. And she was like, thank you so much. And she was so gracious. And it was a nice moment. It was just a nice moment. And I remember thinking, okay, I'm not going to do this again because I really have to get out of here and I can't let everyone go just because I feel guilty. My cart is full and there's only 2 registers open and all these people in front of me. And sure enough, another older woman walked up behind me and she had just 2 things and I let her cut in front of me too. And she was also very grateful. Fortunately, no one else showed up behind me because I think I could have ended up being there all day. But the point is, it was a choice to choose kindness, to offer something kind that didn't take anything away from me except maybe an extra 5 minutes of my day, which in the big scheme of things is not that big of a deal. So today's podcast is really just going to be an invitation to say, how can you bring some kindness, a smile, like that guy who blew me a kiss, to someone else's day? What random act of kindness could you offer somebody in this really divided, angry time where people are really walking around feeling very defensive and on edge? Again, no judgment for how people are feeling. It's just, we're in this weird place right now, especially in the United States. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but feel free to tell me, is this happening other places? Let me know. Are you seeing more kindness in other places, more relaxed attitudes, more willingness to listen, or is it the same? The more we can communicate with each other and the more I can share what I'm learning, I think the more we grow and the more we grow love for each other again versus all this division. It's possible to unite. I believe it. I do believe we are one. I talked about it in multiple episodes. In one that I recently did with a meditation on inviting love in. I'll link that in the show notes, and you're welcome to listen to that if you'd like. I don't usually do guided meditations, but that's what I felt called to do. And I think that the more we listen to our heart talk and come from a place of love, I think the better off we'll all be in the end. There is room for everyone. And love really does need to lead the way. I believe that with every ounce of my being. So I'm sending you all love. Thanks for listening today. And I have some great interviews coming up in the next coming weeks with season 7 launching of the Good Life Coach podcast. So stay well, be kind to one another. And if you do some fun random act of kindness, tell me about it. You can email me at hello@thegoodlifecoach.com. If you're on my newsletter list, you can just hit reply. I'm not able to respond to every email within 24 hours, but as long as it doesn't end up in my spam folder, you will hear back from me personally. So let me know what random act of kindness did you practice, or what random act of kindness did you receive from somebody that did remind you of the humanity that's out there and that the love that we really do have for each other. So thank you, and I'll be back with you soon. Stay well, my friends. Bye for now. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you gained some new information or inspiration for your life. That is the essence of this show, is to really wake up to what's possible for you, to reclaim your beautiful voice, and to really learn to love and prioritize yourself. So if you gained any value from any of the conversations you've tuned into, make sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast player. You can do that right now on your phone. And please do consider leaving a rating and review if you have yet to do so on Apple Podcasts. It's actually how more women can find the show. And I really want to grow a community of women who are loving themselves and living full on. So thank you as always for tuning in. And I look forward to reconnecting with you next Wednesday. Bye for now.